What's going on, guys? This is Damien from The Lookout, and I'm here with Oliver, who took 7th place with his U7 deck on the European Regionals in Germany. Say hi, Oliver. How are you doing?
Hi everyone, I'm fine, thanks, and you?
I'm fine, and I'm super excited to see this deck. It's very interesting. So, take us through this deck, man.
I decided to play the 2-drop Unison variant because I can go more aggressive on turn 3 and don't have to pay free energy for baby. So obviously one Piccolo Junior Unison, best Unison if you see it. I just saw it once, unfortunately, but against yellow, if you play Freezer's dead, or against the blocker negates, the blockers are dead. It's such a good card. Then I played 4 of the Masked Saiyan Unisons. His +1 ability lets me burst one drop Saiyan from my deck, which is the Sangohan, and then I draw one card, which helps me awaken on turn 2. I always want to awaken on turn 2 with my deck because I don't play that many defensive cards, and so I can. So I'm on 15k on turn 2 and don't have to worry about the attacks.
Yeah, this is super interesting. 2-cost Unisons instead of like Baby or Jiren. Like, this is an interesting line of play, definitely.
Yeah, and I loved it because I can go on turn 3 with the Vegeta counterplay against the Floodgates. It was so good in this event.
Nice.
Then
nice.
Obviously there's one missing there. For 4 Android 17s, if you burst them, you play him and burst one more. Really good in the Trunks Cheetah matchup, helps Awakening because you burst one more. You have to play them on 4. Best card. Then 3 Koitsukais in the main deck. There are many Floodgates in this format, and it helped me. You can bottom deck 2 cards from your hand and then draw 2, which helped me a lot too, because once I had 3 Unisons in my hand and 1 on the board. What should I do with them? I bottom decked them, draw 2 more, swung for game, super combo. It was GG.
Nice.
Then obviously the U7 super combo because you can recycle it, and it's a U7 for Awakening.
Yeah.
1 King Piccolo New Ruler. Almost won me my last game. If I hadn't made a misplay, I would have probably gone in top 4, not top 8. But I will tell you later about that. Yeah, obviously in every red deck you have to play him when you play Unison.
Man, I can't believe that these guys were... that there was a point where it wasn't limited.
Yeah, that was so crazy. 2 3-drop Sengokus, SSB Kaioken, ignoring barrier, minus 15k, minus 20 if you discard him, ignoring barrier, minus 25, sorry. And that's a card I sided out against many matchups. I just need him against Trunks Cheetah, I guess.
Yeah.
And he's another U7. 3 Vegeta counterplay. On turn 3, you can counterplay anything with 15 power or less. I think it's one of the best counterplays alive right now.
Yeah, just like shutdowns, floodgates, shutdowns, so much stuff. It's really like...
Yeah. Against Trunks Cheetah, I used 3 against 3 Mecha Freezer negates. Felt really good.
Amazing card, man.
Yeah. Then the Yamcha counterplay, I play 4 of them. Because of the 2-drop Unison variant, I can't play Videl. Minus 15 to 2 cards. You can play him just on counter window 2 if you want to hit the card which is played. And I used him many times even in my turn, just to get another swing in with 15k. I loved it.
Awesome.
Then the 3-drop Son Goku. For 1 energy you can play him, minus 15 something. He has a counterplay, limit 1 to play him, and if he KOs something with the minus 15, then you can draw 1 card. The draw in this deck is unbelievable. I always have 9 to 15 cards in hand. Starting on turn 2 with the Unison, I draw so much.
It's insane, man. Like, that's pretty insane.
Mm. And one of the MVPs, obviously, Android 17, one drop, double strike, 15k, searches top 3 for another U7. I always want to see him on turn 2. Turn 2 is Unison, Awaken, play him, swing, draw one with Unison, draw one with Leader, Awaken. That's such a good turn 2. And he helped me in the GT matchup to clear the Unison on turn 2. And that way I already had the win.
You do that to turn 2, it's game over for them.
Yeah, that was GG. Then the Dual Attacker Freezer, probably the best card in the deck, I would say.
Yeah,
for 1 energy, minus 15, dual attack, 19k. He went so often for game, just combo him up to 70k, 80k.
Yeah.
Best card.
That 19k on him instead of 20 is so painful. Like I play a lot of red, and there's so many when you have like Violent Rays or something. He doesn't care. He just goes through it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It's insanely good card.
And if they use a blocker negate and you have him in hand, play him minus 15, have 2 swings more. It's so good.
Such
I played 4 of the SSB Vegeta. That's another card I would side out if my opponent doesn't have any barrier cards. And I would charge him many times. I would say against at least 2 you can side out. Maybe don't even play 4 in the main deck. I just played so many U7s on 4 because I have to awaken on turn 2. And I just didn't awake on turn 2 in, I think, 1 game only in the whole tournament.
Wow, that's super consistent.
Yeah, but I was lucky too, I have to say. In testing, I was like 2/3, I would say, you awaken on turn 2, 1/3 maybe you awaken on turn 3. The Goku Divine Presence, I would side out 1 of them too, if I have to side. For 2 energy, if you have 2 red battle cards in combo area, you can play him. Give a card +5, swing with 20 dual attack, he gets +5 too, and searches for a skillless. I don't play any skillless, so I don't care for that. I used him defensively once to give my leader +5, which helped me to survive that turn 2.
Nice.
Then for the 8 drops, Ultra Mastery, I play 3 of them. Many times I charged 1, and if you play 2, 1 is in life, I charge maybe 1. I don't see any more of them. I pretty much always played him on turn 4 if I can. If I don't have to fear that I die next turn, I always played him. Even if my opponent used anything like Dirty Burst or something, I still think it's a good card. They have to remove it still. Once against Android 16, he used Dirty Burst. On turn 5, I think I played him. Then I swung again. He used Baby Hatch SCR in the same turn because I had enough swings on board. And that way he didn't survive my next turn.
Man, that's like some desperate survival tactics, man.
Yeah. But I have to say, he admitted he did a misplay. If he didn't do that, he would probably have won, I guess. Because in the same turn, I top-decked my SS4 Broly SCR.
Yeah, this is an interesting choice. So why Broly?
First, I don't have the SSB Vegeta, but I could have borrowed it from a friend. But I liked him more in the 2-drop Unison build. I just burst in turn 1 and turn 2 with my leader. I don't burst anymore. I just draw till I see him. And the 2-drop Unison lets you search your deck for the 1-drop Gohan, and you can look through a deck and search if you have him in deck, if you have him in live. If you bottom deck him with Android 17, he shuffles your deck so he can go back to the top. And you draw so much with this deck. Like, I just saw him twice in the tournament, but those 2 games he won me the game.
Man, like,
and
that's
I think
so
if
cool.
you play the SSB Vegeta, the 4 energy is too much for my deck build.
That's so cool. Like that, it's always interesting to see like these rogue SCR choices, and the way that you explain it, it makes absolute sense, man. It's a really cool build. I would never expect this. I would expect Vegeta and just try to work my way around this.
It won me the game against Android 16, which made me into the top cut. And it won the first game in the top cut against Trunks Jita, against Mert Dalmes. The ignoring his permanent is everything on the board gets -5. So the 1-drops from Trunks Jita, although they have barrier, they don't get chosen. He can't play them anymore. If he wants to play them, they are in the drop-ins.
Yeah, insane choice.
Yeah,
Amazing.
It's such a good card. And then I just play 6 extra cards in the main deck. Because I want to let my Unison survive. I play 4 Afterimage and 4 Wolfang Fist. Many times I use them when they swing into my battle cards and try to clear my board. I want to build up my board and don't let them clear it. That's why I would say the hardest matchup for this one is the Mirror matchup. With the minus power, you can't do anything about it. But if they swing anything, or for Unison survival on turn 2, when I have just 3 markers, best cards. Afterimage, Sparking 5 negate, you have him alive on turn 2, Wolfing 2. They helped me so much.
So this was best of 3 or best of 1 pre-side?
Best of 1 pre-side, and then top 8 was best of 3.
Okay, awesome. Just making sure.
Yeah. Then for my side deck, I played 2 Mei King Piccolo against Blue, against D-Magic. I think I won't play her in the next tournament. I would play the counter, the red one, the 1-drop King Vegeta Hidden Ambitions, I think.
Yes.
I lost in a mirror match because he used King Vegeta on my Afterimage, and then I had to take the life because it was the cost of Afterimage. And then he swung with double strike. That killed me. Then 1 more Wolfang. If I think that the deck is that aggressive that it could kill my Unison on turn 2, I sided it in. 2 Broly Crown of Retribution. Against Blue, against Gamma, it helped. I used it. I think I just used it against Gamma this tournament, but it won me the game. I use one super combo from him. I choose one and put it in a drop. Then I swing for game.
Nice.
Then the extra card negates are all in my side deck, not in my main deck. I play 2 Imposing Presence. If I play against a really aggressive deck, if I play against U7, if I play against GT, I side it in. 2 Testing the Opposition. If I play against U7, the God Rare, I would say in the mirror matchup, the God Rare is the SSB Vegeta Secret Rare is better. Then I set it in the opposition to just survive the turn. If I survive it, I maybe could kill him next turn if I see my SCR or the 8-drop. It's just for survival. And Violent Race, obviously, really good negate against pretty much every deck that has many swings.
Of course, yeah.
Didn't use it that much in the tournament. I just used it once, I think. And best side deck card right now, in my opinion, Black Messiah.
Nice.
Won me 3 games, I think, just he by himself.
So what did you side at him against which decks?
Okay, game 1 was just against Tova deck, the new one that spams token. I saw him on turn 1, played him, he can't play tokens anymore. Without this warping 2, his deck was dead. Then against Trunks Jita, obviously, he can play around it, but it costs him, I would say, at least 2 energy if you let him in active. Or if they have the one-off power of a Super Saiyans, then it just costs them 1 energy. But against Trunks Jita, it's too good. If you swing with his leader and want to play the cards, he would have to warp 4 cards. And I think that's what I decided it against. I played against 2 Trunks Jitas, and that's it.
Awesome. So you've played against 2 Trunks Jitas, Tova, Android 16.
Wait, I have written it here.
Okay.
I played against... Game 1 was Tova. Then game 2 was GT. I killed his Unison on turn 2, that way he couldn't do anything anymore. Then game 3 was my first Trunks Cheetah. Black Saiyan won me the game. He didn't saw his outs. I don't know, maybe he didn't play enough outs for this card. But I think if you play Trunks Cheetah, you have to play something against him.
Yeah.
Then I played against Gamma. I went first in the Gamma matchup, which is really important for me. I went as aggressive as I could. Turn 2, the Unison. Turn 3, I played, I think, Android 17, Frieza, and even the Goku 1-drop. I went tapped out, swing with everything, and got him to 2 life. And then in turn 4, with the 8-drop, I killed him. Oh, on turn 3, I didn't play the Goku. I swing with Android. He wanted to use the Topo Negate, and then I used the Vegeta. That's how I did swing with him. Yeah, that was the turn 3, sorry. And then I had my mirror matchup against U7, against a player from my area. He won the tournament. He went first place, undefeated in the first 6 rounds. And he played the 3-drop Unison variant, and he started. And I think in this matchup, who starts has such a big advantage.
Yeah, definitely.
And then I wanted to survive against this double strike swing. After Image, he used the counter that killed me then. He's a really good player. Shoutouts to Jeremy. Congratulations for your win. And then my last game in the Swiss rounds was against Android 16. This was such a grindy match. I think we went to turn 6, which is really high for my deck. I want to go as aggressive as I could. He just removed my whole board, tried to go for my hand. I removed his board, he removed mine, back and forth. And then on turn 6, I think I thought I couldn't survive anymore. I just have to draw as much as I could. I had my Unison still on play, and I don't think I had nothing on board anymore except my Unison. Then with the Unison, I draw the Mai from my side deck, play the Mai, draw 1. The 1 draw with the Mai was the secret rare.
Oh.
And then I had 5 energy open, used 4 for my 8-drop, used the secret rare, and I couldn't kill him in that turn because he used Dirty Burst and Baby Hedge. But my leader went to 25 base with the secret rare, with the SS4 Broly. Then he swung for with his baby SCR with 35k, and with the 1 energy I used Wolfang Fist, so he was at 20k, and then he couldn't combo up to 30k, and next turn I just swing with 40 double and win.
Nice.
Yeah, that was just top deck luck. But sometimes you need to have it.
Yeah. Congrats on topping. This is an amazing deck. It looks super fun. Do you have any shoutouts before we end the video?
Maybe to my Munich community, obviously. We have so many great players here, 2 top of them. Then to the German community, everyone who was on the turn in the regional. Everyone was so I don't know how to say it, kind. Everyone. We had players from Spain, from France. I love the Dragon Ball community. Thanks so much for having me.
Thanks for doing this deck profile with us. This has been Oliver's U7 deck. This has been Damien from The Lookout, and I will see all of you in the next video.